It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys coming in, winning 3 of their last 4 games. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Cleveland.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll hand off to Hull. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 61 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A run here with Hull. And a short gain down to about the 33. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd.
He'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll run with Hull. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And now Hull. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them full yardage.
And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Browns.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cole. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Graves. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it, and sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Over the middle, complete. It's Jenkins. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Peters. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and...
Burrow going to keep it himself. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. In motion goes the tight end. They'll run on first down. Hull. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Hull. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds Douglas complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
First down, Browns.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The toss left side for Mitchell. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Browns first down.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Well, he'll find Hall. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
First down. 1st and goal, Cleveland.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
14-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Franklin.
Graves pass.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Graves. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Bengals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season.
Second and 5 at their 49-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peters. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, it's Peters. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as they get about 3 down to the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. It's Peters. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First down carry now for Miller. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Graves. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. First down, here's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
33-yard line. A gain of a yard.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Graves. It's caught. Mitchell. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
It's a
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Pushing his way inside the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Graves. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake. Graves. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Back to throw. Graves. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peters. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that would be incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Inside handoff now, Miller. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kendre Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
First down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Peters. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Burrow will throw. He'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Peters. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Burrow looking to pass. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. He's caught. Michael Pittman with it. Big strides. Look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Michael Pittman, 75 yards. And the Browns have opened the lead up to 30. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Now it's Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
Out of bounds at the 41.
Here's Burrow.
It's a pickup of 3.
Throwing middle, and he's complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Peters. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick hit here, it's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now, Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Peters. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that one too wide and incomplete. Here's second and 10.
It leads to second and 10.
Back to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Intended for number 34. Incomplete. Brings up
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4. The 11-yard line.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Brings up second and
They'll try again. Now he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. He's got it. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 5.
Looking to throw. Graves. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Here's 3rd and 9.
A 3-yard pickup.
In motion, the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down. Graves. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The Bengals bring out their punter now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it